Hello, and welcome today at this Facebook Live, in which I want to provide you with 3 ways in which you can reduce anxiety. Especially these days, there's so many people walking around feeling anxious, and we all know that when you feel anxious, it is so much more difficult to show up in front of your audience. And showing up basically is very, very important. So when you feel anxious, posting on your Facebook page may be very difficult for you. It may be difficult to be doing Facebook Lives. It may be more difficult for you to do in-person meetings. But in order to grow your biz, you really need to show up. So it's very important to do that as high vibe as possible. And we're only human. We're only human, so we're not always in high vibe. So how do we get to be more high vibe, and how do we get to reduce the anxious feelings? Well, I've got 3 tips for you today. First of all, you can focus on your breath. So put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest where your heart is, and take a deep breath. Fill your belly first and then your chest, and breathe in for a count of 4. Then hold your breath to the count of 4, and then breathe out also to the count of 4. And do that several times. So when you do that several times, you will notice that the anxious feeling will reduce. Now, the second thing you could do is focus on right now, on the present moment. There's so many people who obsess about something that might occur in the future, but you're not sure that it's going to occur. So you focus on what might occur in the future, and that is what's making you anxious. So instead of focusing on what might occur in the future, focus on what's going on right now. Focus on the here and now. And the third tip is start using tapping. Now, the tapping, I want to do a few rounds of that with you today. So if you're feeling anxious right now, focus on how you know you feel anxious. What's going on inside your mind? Do you see an image? Do you hear a sound? Or do you feel a feeling inside your body? What's going on inside of you that you know that you're feeling anxious, that you're anxious? And give that a number from 0 to 10, where 0 means I don't feel anything at all, and 10 means this is the worst of the worst. Focus on how you know that you're anxious. Okay? And feel that feeling for the very last time. And just imagine that in front of you there's a tree. And I pull the roots from under the tree. What's going to happen to the tree? Exactly. It's going to fall down, it's going to die, and it will never come back. Now, we're going to start tapping. And while we're tapping, I want you to not focus on any anxiousness. I want you to focus on the feeling of your fingertips on your skin, and just repeat after me. Eyebrow. I release and let go all sadness, all fears, all emotional trauma. Side eye. I release and let go all anger, resentment, guilt. Under the eye. I release and let go all judgment, abandonment, betrayal. Collarbone. I release and let go all helplessness, hopelessness, feelings of no control, shame, rejection, and everything else. Now take a deep breath Blow it out. Grab your wrist. And in your mind, go to a happy feeling or a safe place. And really feel that feeling. When you're there, I want you to give your wrist a little squeeze and say peace. Okay, so when you're tapping, it doesn't really matter whether you use one hand or both hands, whether you use your left hand or your right hand, it really doesn't matter. So do whatever feels good for you. You can use one finger, you can use the whole hand, it really doesn't matter, as long as you tap and focus on the feeling of your fingers on your skin. Okay, so I want you to check back in. The anxiousness. How do you know that you're feeling anxious? What has changed? Has the image changed? Has the sound changed? Has the feeling changed? What has changed? And how do you know that you're still feeling anxious, that this anxiousness is still there? How do you know? Focus on that. And now I want you to focus on your fingertips on your skin again and repeat after me. Eyebrow. I release and let go. This feeling, this image, this sound, side eye, all the ways I know, under the eye, it's still there. Collarbone. It's okay to let this all go now. I'm okay, and I really am safe. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. Grab your wrist, and in your mind, go to your happy feeling or your safe place again. And when you're there, give your wrist a little squeeze and say peace. Okay. I wanted to check back in again. This anxiousness. What has changed? Check the image, the sound, the feeling, all the ways that you know it's there. And focus on how you know that it's still there. And now focus on your fingertips on your skin again. Eyebrow. I release and let go. This old feeling. Side eye. Wherever it came from. Under the eye. Whatever it represents. Collarbone. I'll remember the wisdom. And I'll let the feeling go. I'm okay. And I really am safe. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. Grab your wrist. And in your mind, go to your happy feeling or your safe place again. And when you're there, give your wrist a little squeeze and say peace. Okay, so check back in again and see how you know it's still there. If it's gone, that's good. That's what we want. If there's still some residue left, then rewind this video and keep on tapping. If a memory came up, then that memory certainly is related to this anxious feeling and the root cause of it. So if a memory comes up, you rewind this video and do the tapping until the image, the sound, the feeling, everything is gone. And we aren't happy until we reach a 0, because otherwise it could grow back on. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope it makes it easier for you to show up in front of your audience, of course. If you need any help tapping a memory out, or if you have any questions, please send me a personal message or email me at maika@boostbodyandmind.nl. And I'll just wish you happy tapping and see you later. Bye.